Hi, I'm Christine from House of Smocking, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a 7-stepped wave. So I've got my pleated fabric and I'm using a number 7 crewel needle, so that's number 7, and I'm using DMC thread, and I'm going to use 3 threads pulled from this long label that way. And if I pull from that label, and then the cut end is the one end I knot, and that's the end I thread. So I've stripped my threads into 3 separate threads. As you can see, 3 separate ones there. And then you put them back together and then you're ready to go. So just to save a bit of time, I've actually tied off on the back of the first pleat, and it's the second row down because the first row is always the holding row. So I've brought my thread through on the left hand side of the first pleat, and I'm just below where the pleater thread comes through, but I'm about 1/3 of the way down from the top edge of that pleat, from the fold, 1/3 of the way down to where it would be into the crease. So we're going to start with an up cable, and so for that we put our thread above the needle, and keeping our needle parallel, we pick up the top 1/3 of the next pleat, just below the pleater thread, literally a needle width below that pleater thread. And we pull our thread down in the direction that we're going. So we're now going to do our 7 steps. So we put our thread up, and then just evenly we're going to pick up 7 steps, 1 pleat at a time, just putting the thread up after each step. So I'm keeping my needle parallel for each time. So that was 1 step. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. So we should now have 7 little waves. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're ready to do our down cable. So with our thread down, we go across to the next pleat, keeping the needle parallel as before, and then pulling your thread in the direction it's going so that it sits neatly. And then to finish that off, we then, if the pattern requires it, we can do our 7 steps back up again. So to travel up, we put our thread down, we pick up the next pleat, and then do the 7 steps to get back to the top again. And then last one, 7 steps to go back to your cable. So just finishing off with a cable, and there we have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps either side, with a cable at the top, bottom and top again. And then you can carry on in that pattern, or carry on with a baby wave, or whatever you would like. But that's how you do a 7-step wave. So you start with the cable, you wave down 7 pleats, and then do your cable, and then 7 back up again. I hope this helps. Thank you.